Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm just a little slice of paradise right here. So I live in a very small apartment and it's just so quiet. I love it. But anyways, today we are going to make the most tender baby back ribs. So we're going to need some light brown sugar and some garlic powder, and we need some cumin, and we're going to use just a tad bit of the chili powder because it's going to be spicy, and a little tiny bit of this meat tenderizer just to make sure it's going to come out tender, some paprika, some onion powder, some pepper, and some salt. Okay, so we're going to use a tablespoon light brown sugar, 1.5 teaspoons paprika, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, a half a teaspoon of the chili powder, and a half a teaspoon of the meat tenderizer, teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of salt, and about a half teaspoon of pepper. So that's kind of to taste. So, and then you take the bowl and you mix it. So I got my spices already in my bowl. Here we are. And then I wasn't going to film this, and then I decided to film it. So I was in my pajamas, just gotten out of the shower when I mixed this together. And then I said, you know what? I am going to film it. I'm going to push myself today. So my seasonings are all mixed together already, and we are going to take a slab of the baby back ribs. This is about 3 pounds, so 2.5, 3 pounds is kind of what you want, and it's already defrosted, and it's going to make a mess when I open this, so we're going to open it in the sink, and open it in the sink right here. And then we're going to get some paper towels so we can dry it off when we're done. And we need the pan. My pan right here. All right, and put our pan. I got the oven already preheated, so we're going to put our pan like this. We're going to put our pan right here. All right, so we're going to open this in the sink so we don't make a mess on the counter. Oh, these little scissors do, I don't even have to scissor them. They just slice the plastic right up. It's so wonderful. All right. Well, we do got some very juicy ribs coming up here. These are, yeah. So we're going to take our paper towel, and you know what I think? I think I'm going to do it right on the pan. So that'll work. Yeah, we're going to do it just like that. So I'm just going to dry this up just a little bit here. And we're going to put it right onto the pan. And we want to put it bones up because we need to prep it. So and I'm making a mess. All right, so let me move all these spices so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. We're gonna have to scrub the counters when we're done. So we want to dry this up a little bit. Try this other side. Good and dry right there. Nice. Okay, so we want to keep the probably gonna need a knife. All right. So what we want to do here is we want to peel back this. I'm not sure what it's called, but the membrane. So we want to take off the membrane. So if you get it started, run through, like I'm doing here, just using your finger, see? And then you're taking off just this piece here. Do you see I'm underneath it? And I'll show you what it's like after I get off. So you just make a hole in the middle, right? This usually works. And then you take it up, 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 up both sides. Okay, so I got that much off. And then you wrap it around your finger and pull, because it's really, that's probably the worst part of the, and there you go. That's the membrane off the ribs. So that is garbage for sure. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece of fat right off of here as well. I probably don't have to cut it. I can probably just pull it off. There we go. It doesn't need all that fat right there. Okay, so now that I am done with that, I don't know why I feel the need to continue to wash my hands when I'm still working with the meat. So anyways, I'll wash again when I'm done. Okay, so now I'm just going to dry underneath this crate here, because we're going to put water down underneath there so it can steam. I think it really matters if there's a little bit of, alright, this is definitely juicy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle, and we want to do both sides, so go sparingly. Do you have enough for both sides? Do a dry, this is like a dry rub, right? It's nice and coated. And we want to coat the back as well, so don't use it all on the front. Save some for the back. All right, a little bit more over here. There we go. Nice and dry right there. Sprinkle down the back. Okay. Spread that all over the place so it's nice and coated. All the meat and the bones and everything is all nice and spread out. You could probably make a little extra, I suppose, if you wanted to make sure you had enough, but I feel like that's good enough, right? And then what you want to do, I don't want to get my oil, that's why I keep, because I touch stuff and then I don't want to get that all yucky. All right. So I'm going to take your olive oil, and I don't know how fast yours comes out, but mine comes out pretty fast. So I like to kind of use something to make it come out slower, I suppose. I don't know. I don't really have the coordination to, but we'll try this. Okay, so a little bit of olive oil. Keeps the seasonings all nice and I guess I'll just put some in my, yeah, that's better. Maybe not, I don't know. So we're just gonna do a little bit of oil there, not a big deal. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and then when you are all done doing what you're doing here, you're going to want to put that in 400-degree oven. Nice and coated on there. It's messy, but it's worth the mess. It is definitely worth the mess. Okay, and I kept all the mess on the pan pretty much. So, all right. So now what we want to do is we want to get about a cup and a cup, 2 cups or whatever per water. Oh, I hope I have enough foil. If I don't have enough foil, I'm going to be so mad at myself. Oh my gosh, that might be an issue. All right, so get your cup and a half, just about 2 cups. And so I just put it in the freezer for a while, and then just pour it right there in the pan. And you don't want to put too much in there that you're going to spill it, right? Just want to get a nice little coat there. And my pan, my grate thing here is breaking and it's making me very mad. So I might have to buy a new one. I was washing it yesterday and I broke, right, and I don't have a solder. I don't know how to solder, so I'm sure a little dab of solder will do it, but I'll have that. So, oven is preheated, but we want to cover this. Oh, really close. And we want to make sure it's good and tight too. So, we're going to do two sheets because see, I don't cover it all with one. So we're going to do this one, just nice and tight on there. Uh-oh. Ow. Okay, I'm good. Alright, stop. It scared me there for a minute that I wasn't going to have enough. Now it's trying to mess up on me. Okay. Everything got to be so difficult sometimes. That's what I feel, you know. Because when I get frustrated, my pain starts elevating. And for those of you that don't know, I have radiculitis. Yeah. And I'm on 600 milligrams of Lyrica, which is a nerve blocking medicine. And it just takes the edge off. Makes my life a little bit livable. All right, oven at 400. So we're going to put this in for an hour and a half on 400 degrees. And it will be fine. Just be careful not to spill the water as you're putting it in the oven. There we go. Takes a little bit of patience there. All right. Ouch. Boy, I wouldn't fold it down quite as much as I'd like it to be. But now, okay, so an hour and a half. Yes, I burnt myself. An accident waiting to happen. Okay, so there's 115, 120. Not too far. If you hold it, it goes faster though. Okay, 130. Now, I burnt my finger. Guess what finger I burnt? You want me to show you what finger I burnt? Because I'll show you. That's the one right there. Right there, I burnt it. It's not so bad, but it is that finger. So, I'm just kidding. Please don't get offended. It was a joke because it was my middle finger. So now I'm just going to do a little cleanup. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get these potatoes ready to go in. We're going to have the little baby yellow Yukon potatoes, something like that. I got to look at them, tell you what they are here. Okay. And this is now dirty. Sit with my dirty clothes and all this packaging thrown away. There we are. Now I can wash my hands. My rug, I don't know who flipped it up. I just put it down. I look over and it flipped up again. All right, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and do these little yellow potatoes that I got with the ribs. And probably some baked beans or a side salad maybe. I don't know, I gotta look what I got. I might just make a snack board and have meat, potatoes, and a snack board. Because the snack board we can have a salad with just on a snack type of thing. Sliced on a board instead of chopped in a bowl. Okay. My slipper is falling off my foot. Like, what the heck? I've had these slippers for so long, and this one is falling off. All right, there we go. It's good. Okay, so spices, all these spices can be put away unless, yeah, I'm going to keep them out because I'm going to season these before I put them in Alright, so what we're going to do to these is we're just going to wash them. Rip this netting open, and we will cut it open. And we will wash these right inside the bag. It almost looks like, yeah, I might have to wash these separately because I got to pull off these little pieces that, these need to be cooked. So we're going to do it this way. And we'll get all these little pieces of starting to grow potatoes. Yeah, I'm going to need my cutting board. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get that. And then let's just, we're going to put them in this bowl after we cut them up so we can season them. All right. Some of them don't have them on there per se. I always like to take those little, starts of the roots or whatever. These are tiny potatoes too. Oh my gosh. Pretty sure this bag will only feed the two of us. Some of them are a little bit bigger, and those are the ones that have the okay, so I'm glad I took them out because they need to get these little root starts off. If I was growing potatoes, I'd be happy campers that they were rooting, but I'm not. I want to cook them and eat them. And if you got a little bit of roots coming up, like, like something like that, you see that? You can just take it off. Doesn't make the potato bad. Just means you got to eat them in the next few days, or these could probably last on the counter another week maybe. But yeah, I just try and go through my potatoes before this happens, because as soon as this happens, you either got to eat them, or you got to plant them, or you got to toss them. So you can't leave them long like that. But, uh-oh. And I had one rotten on the bottom of the bag. That'll ruin the whole lot. Now, had I seen that, I'd have taken them out of this bag prior to now. Yep, one bad will ruin the whole bag. Just like one bag of apple ruins the whole barrel. There's another bad one. I'll put that one away. It's soft. That's the only soft one. Is those two or that one. I don't think, yeah, that one was a little soft too. Okay. So we're fine. We are fine. It's going to be fine. I'm gonna get my handy dandy cutter. Get my cutter out. Alright, so I'm basically gonna just quarter them. So we're gonna go once and then twice. So they're gonna look like little potato wedges, right? See, I think because I don't know, I definitely run slower than other people. I don't, like, people think I'm slow, and I'm like, yeah, I am, I guess. I walk slower than everybody. I finish my meal after everybody else. I eat very slowly. I drive the speed limit, but I don't speed because I don't feel the need to speed. Even if I was late for work, like, it's not worth it. Just be that 5 minutes late. But don't speed because you're late for work. Don't do that. There's just no reason to speed. I mean, they're probably, okay, so if my husband was having a heart attack, and I didn't know what else to do and had to get, or a stroke or something I had to get. So the problem with where we live is it takes longer to get an ambulance out here to us than it is for us to get in the car and drive up to the hospital. We are literally 5 to 7 minutes away. So if you call an ambulance, there's 7 minutes getting here and 7 minutes getting back, possibly 5 here and 5 back. But I would just put him in the car, and I would hope he would do the same, and just take us, because the ambulance is going to take too long. They got to do all their, and then they got to do everything here, where we ain't got to do nothing. Put your coat on, let's go. That's it. Don't worry about your phone. Don't worry about your wallet. Just let's go. Of course, I would take my purse. I tell him not to worry about his wallet, but yet I would worry about my purse. Only because my purse has all the credentials in it that when we're together, he doesn't need to carry a bunch of stuff around. Okay, so I'm going to take a break. These potatoes are probably going to take, I want to say, a good 20-25 minutes to cook. And I'm just going to let them sit here maybe in a little bit of cold water for now. This one is so tiny. Oh my God, that is the tiniest potato wedge I've ever seen. Look at that. That's tiny. It's a tiny little potato. You're going to get done first, just so you know. Missed a little bit of a eye there. No, actually no, not very well either. That looks like a, okay, yeah. Take that off. But see, the rest of the potato is good, right? And I'm definitely going to run some water because I don't want them to blacken. Got to keep them wet and cold or they'll blacken. So I'm going to put some cold water on these. I love this thing. And pull it out. Rinse my big dishes with it. Alright, nice and cold. Nice and cold water, huh, Skippy? Almost dropped you. Almost dropped you. Okay, I kind of have you set up on my... Now it's not working. I don't know why. Arrgh. Let me figure this out again. There we go. Maybe that'll be good enough. Sorry, almost dropped you there. Alright, so we're just going to soak these while I take a break. Just soak them in some cold water there. And then we will season them when we get back. And then when the meat is about 25 minutes till done, we will put the potatoes in. Oh, and I am having quite the day, honestly. And I couldn't get a good cup of coffee this morning, so I'm sorry I didn't invite you for coffee this morning, but I was struggling. And I definitely needed to take a shower, which I did. So I took a shower, and then I thought, I'm not going to film today because it's so hard to take a shower and get dressed and do my hair and do my eyebrows. I have 0 eyebrows, by the way. So that story is I overplucked them right before I went in and had a hysterectomy done. And then after that, once my estrogen depleted in my body, because I opted for no hormone supplements. So yeah, I really struggled through that time. But my eyebrows never grew back. I'm like, oh my God. And then a lot of them, more of them fell out. So I've been doing my eyebrows probably since 2015, and boy, at first they were huge and they were really black, and I met my sister at a bar out by her house just to have some lunch, and then we're going to do some shopping. And so I am struggling. I'm just starting to learn how to do my eyebrows, right? And I tell you, I'm struggling to find the right makeup. I'm struggling to get it the right shape. I'm struggling to get it pretty, like I still don't do that great, but at least they're better. So I'm in my car in the parking lot of the bar, and I'm trying to fix my eyebrows because I want them to be perfect before my sister sees me for the first time with eyebrow makeup on. I'm not one to wear makeup, but today I have mascara on. Can you see that? Anyways, so I'm in my car, and the one thing I got was really black, and they were just really big and black. And I said, well, you know what, this is the best it gets. So I go in the bar, and there's like 6 or 8 guys there. My sister's already there, and the bartender, which is a woman. And so she gets our drinks for us. I don't have alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. And then we're going to play some pull tab thing. It's like a gambling thing. And then we're going to have lunch there at the bar because my sister had eaten there before and thought it was really good. So I think we got a plate of nachos that day. It was delicious, by the way. And then we're going to do some shopping. So I have to go to the bathroom, right? And there's no door on the bathroom. You have a stall to go into, but the main door, there's no door. It's taken off the hinges. So, okay, I get it. You don't want people doing drugs in your bathroom. But, so I go to the bathroom, and I could hear the bartender and everybody laughing about my eyebrows. My feelings got so hurt. And so that's when I decided, you know what, I got to learn how to do this and learn quickly because I don't want to get laughed at. I don't take kind to laughing at people. Like my best friend growing up, every time somebody got hurt, she would laugh. And I'm like, that's not funny, he got hurt. We can't help it. It's just automatic response. Well, try to help it. Try not to do that. That's just really mean. So I remained her friend, obviously, because I loved her so much. And, the thing about it is I really, really liked everything else about her, except for that one thing. So, you're not going to break up with one of your best friends over one thing, you're going to learn to live with it, So, so she used to laugh when people got hurt, and that's not very kind to do that. So, we're not going to do that. So yeah, my nephew broke his leg. No, I'm kidding. He didn't. But, that's what it's like, You hear somebody say, oh yeah, my sister's really sick with cancer, and then start laughing. Even if your sister treated you badly growing up, is it something you should laugh at that she's got terminal cancer? No, it's not. So stop it. Be nice to people. Be nice, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye.